Hi there, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Mike, and I'm excited to share another Divi tutorial with you. My goal here is to make learning Divi as straightforward as possible. So today we want to do a little bit of a rewind. A while back, I created a tutorial where it walked you through on how to make a transparent header in Divi. It was quite one of the first tutorials that I actually made, so please be prepared if you watch it. But basically it walked you through on how you can actually create and take away the bar at the top so that you can have that transparent look and feel, and the menu can sort of dissolve into your design. Then as you scroll down, it then got a sticky header, and it would stay prominent at the top of your screen while you scrolled down. Now this worked fine, and I was quite pleased with this. But recently some of our viewers actually came and showed that it doesn't really work well for mobile, and that made me go back and watch the video, and I realized I didn't actually style it at all for mobile view and completely overlooked that part of it. Now one of the reasons for that is because I am not such a big fan of having mobile views. I find it very clunky, I find it very unuser friendly, and I prefer to integrate the design or the menu into the design itself by having different sections that'll go to the different areas rather than having that menu item in the top right hand corner. I'll then have a full menu right at the bottom built into the footer instead of the top. Now that's just me, and that's my preference, and I fully understand that not everybody thinks that way. And so today I just want to see if we can try and come up with a solution for this for the people that are using it for that. So I've recreated this using that same process that we did in the tutorial over there, over here on this page. And so you can see you get the same effect, that cool effect where it like sort of gets it sticky and it jumps off the top margin. And it looks quite cool in my opinion, you know, but then again, I did the design, so I'm a bit biased, I guess. Now the issue that we run into is like if I go and I view this in mobile view, see there it's like in the design. Okay, I suppose you could give it more padding and maybe make it a white color, maybe it'll stand out a bit more, but in general I'm not a fan of that. Okay, so to overcome that, what we can do is we can rather put it on a solid background so that it can stand out a little bit more. Now scrolling down, we can see we get the same desired effect as what we got on the desktop, but this has now also got its own flaws. One of the flaws is obviously now it's taking up unnecessary screen space, because if this is pushed up and stuck to the top over here, we actually can save a little bit of a couple of pixels going down, probably like 20 pixels or so, that we can have actual content showing. Now the other issue is also that if I come here and I click on this menu, I promise you the menu is opening, but you can't see anything. And the reason for that is because this is actually opening up behind the content. Now I know that this is quite a common issue with Divi 5 when doing these kinds of modifications in the designs, and so I find it's like is it worth it? It's the end of the day. But we're gonna see if we can sort this out today. So if that's something you're interested in, I know it's been a long-winded introduction, but just hit that like button. Let me know that this is cool, this is what you want to do, and we'll jump right in. Okay, so what we want to do here is I've created this page, a sticky mobile menu demo. That's the one we were just looking at. And so in here, I've also created the header, and that's the header that we have here, this transparent header. Again, if you want to see how to do this transparent header, you can just go watch the other video, because I don't want to run into that today as well for time. But yeah, so what we want to focus on today is we just want to focus on the mobile aspects of it. And so if we jump into the theme builder, the only real solution that I found to fix this particular thing, that it does not give you gray hairs or any extra stress that you might be having, is to create another section, to create another menu. So if we have a desktop view here, I'm just going to create another section below that, and I'm just going to give it one column there, and this section I want to call mobile view. can take section out, don't need that there. And so we have the desktop view, and now we want to add in the mobile view. So this is, I'm just using the layers in Divi 5 here, if this looks foreign to you. So I just clicked on the layers and opened that up. So once that opens up, we then can look at mobile view, row, column, and what we want to do is we want to add in another menu. So in this menu, let's just take the same images that what we had in the previous one, and we upload that image. And then also to make it look similar to the desktop design, let's come into the menu text and scroll down, and we want to center the menu text. Okay, so that's pretty much then on par with what it's doing. The other thing that we want to do is we just want to go both into the row design. We want to take out any white space that is on top and bottom of that menu item. And then we also want to do that in our section. So if we jump in there and we go spacing, we just want to take that top and bottom. All right, and then we want to save this. Then before we go to the front end, what we also need to do is we jump into our desktop view here, our desktop section. I'm going to go to advanced, we want to go visibility. So because of the desktop view, we want to disable it on phone and tablet. And then, so naturally that would mean that if we jump into the mobile view this side, we want to disable this on desktop. All right, otherwise we're going to have two menus showing at the same time. We don't want that, right? So if we hit save now, we go to the front end and we refresh this. All right, you can see that there we still have our menu that we have created previously. But if we now go inspect and put it into the mobile view, you can see we have this new mobile view. All right, now it looks really bad right now because we haven't done any styling to it. But what we'll do is we'll probably try and give it, let's see if we select this over here. Inspect, I want this color. Okay, so let's jump back up and our mobile view over here. Let's just go give that a background. And so we give it that same color that what we saw there. Okay, so we've got the orange. That'll fill up all the section settings, but this module also has its own background. So let's just go and jump into that one, background, and we change that over here. So he's also got the background in there now. Okay, I'll make sure that this is set to 100. Which one is this though? This is the wrong one, my mistake. This is a problem that you can run into. We want to be in this one here. And we want to select that one. Okay. All right, that looks much better. That's the what look and feel we're going for. And so if we save that now, we already see some difference in the front end. There we go, we got the orange. Okay, so we want to give this a little bit of padding up and down over here. So spacing, I think top and bottom, let's just give it 8, just so that it gives it, just takes that the logo off the edges. Okay, next thing we want to do is we want to have a look at this over here. Maybe make this all the same colors. All right, let's go back to the theme builder. We want to go and have a look at icons. For the start, change the hamburger icon menu to a white color, or at least a whitish color. Then we want to look at our drop down menu, our mobile menu background color. Let's go get that same orange. Okay, that's all good. Mobile menu text color, let's make sure that that's also a whitish color. Then our drop down menu color, let's also make that the same orange. And then our drop down menu line color, let's also make that same color. Okay, drop down menu text color, again we make it the whitish color. And then the active link color, I'm not going to change much here because it never really shows well on mobile. Okay, so let's see what that looks like now. Let's save that. Let's go to the front end. Let's refresh. Okay, so it's now off there. We got it here. We scroll down. You can see that it's showing our items. Okay, so theme builder. What we need to look at next, well, first things first, actually. Advanced, I just want to put this position and I want to make this 99. Okay, then the next thing we want to do, we want to jump in and say, we want to go to the row section, because we want the whole section to stay. Advanced, we want to do scroll effects and we want to say stick to the top and save. Okay, once that's done, let's have a look. All right, now if we scroll, you can see the orange stays at the top there as we wanted it. Okay, that's all cool. And let's see if we click hold fingers, and there we go. We now can actually access the menu. All right, so that's working as we wanted. Now if we go back to our front end and desktop view, there we have our transparent menu. So that's displaying as we like it. And if we scroll down, we still have that same effect working. All right, so I'm hoping that this would help to give you a solution as to how you can overcome the other issue that we had when we were looking at it earlier. Because one is that if you look at it from this perspective, this is much better. There's a nice clear aspect that you can have when working with this menu items. Rather than trying to overcomplicate things in mobile view, the thing we should always look at is simplify, simplify, simplify. If you scroll down, as I say, I prefer to have it built in there, and then I'll put a full menu in my footer over here if need be. I hope that gives some clarity. If there's anything else that you would like to know with regards to how to build this out, let me know in the comments, and I'm happy to address any other issues you might be having, and we can see if we can come up with solutions for those too. I hope this is useful for you, and if it is, let me know by hitting that like button below. It'll help motivate me to create more content. And speaking of more content, I'm looking still to create a couple more tutorials with regards to Divi. And if you want to join me on this journey, just hit that subscribe button so that you don't miss out on any tutorials that are coming out in the future. Other than that, I just want to thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.